Urban Gameplay, bringing you the most explosive gaming review on the planet.
Yo, what's good, peeps? This is one of the reviews that I've personally been looking forward to tackle, as this has definitely been one of the most anticipated games for me for the past couple of years. So now having a chance to get stuck in has definitely been a great privilege of mine. It's no secret that most Zelda fans have been waiting quite some time for the next great Legend of Zelda game, and I have to admit, by the looks of things, we've definitely got it. As with any games, there's lots to love, some to dislike, and plenty of little odd and ends that roll into one great lovable package. And just as a quick disclaimer here, I've not actually completed the game as of yet because I've only had the game just about a week now, but definitely have played a great amount of hours, so enough to at least provide my personal opinion about the game. So let's get straight into business and see whether this game has lived up to the hype or has fell below.
Story.
Yo, to start things off with the story, I won't delve too much into the plot as I don't really want to spoil the game for anyone watching or planning to grab the game at a later stage. Just beware that the story is definitely well told throughout. Putting into simple terms, Hyrule is in danger once more, and you're the only hero who can do anything about the impending trouble that's befalling the land. Just like all the Zelda games that I played, the story is always well told with twists and turns throughout, and that is no different when Breath of the Wild is concerned. Certainly a really great and intriguing story which definitely complements the entire experience of the game.
Gameplay.
Yo, moving into the gameplay, and unlike the previous Legend of Zelda titles, the world is for the very first time completely free roam and all up to the player to embark as they see fit. This franchise has always been very good at keeping the illusion of an open world quite well, but this time around the game is well and truly an open world experience for the players. Even the story itself is told in a way that allows for the player to tackle the world as they see fit. My first dungeon could be your last, all depending on how you wish to go about things, but the design of telling the story throughout flashbacks allow for the story to be told completely seamless throughout. All of these design choices allow for a seamless experience straight from the word go. You don't have to spend countless hours on a tutorial that will proceed to teach you controls that you kind of already know plenty about. Instead, you head straight out into the open world and explore to your heart's content and enjoy the beautiful world that Hyrule really is. From setting random fires at campfires to cooking to even fighting various enemies you come across in this beautiful world, the gameplay in Breath of the Wild definitely brings so much to the table. It's simply unbelievable how much they've crammed into the gameplay itself.
Positives.
Yo, moving into the positives, and speaking of beauty, the aesthetics and the visuals in this game are practically stunning. Pretty much everywhere you turn in this game is filled to the brim with bright and vibrant colours, no matter where you are in the world. It wouldn't matter if you're lost in the middle of the woods or at the very top of a hill, looking out across the land you seek to protect. The game looks absolutely stunning from the very second you start your adventure. Yo, another main factor of a Legend of Zelda game for me is the combat, and I can say with confidence that the combat in this game is definitely a shining example of Nintendo knowing their audience when it comes to this franchise. Combat is both fast and fluid, and through the many hours you'll find yourself putting into this game, the combat isn't going to be a part of the game that will leave you hoping for more. It isn't always easy when you fight certain combatants, but the challenge they impose on Link makes a victory that much more satisfying.
Negatives.
Yo, even with everything the game manages to get right, it can't help the fact that the game does have a few performances issues here and there that can kind of put a damper on the whole experience at time. Thankfully, it isn't a problem that occurs way too often to warrant it being a real issue, but it most certainly does affect the gameplay from time to time. While the game has only been out for, let's say, a week now, definitely there is hope that there will maybe be an update soon to fix some of the performance issues in the future. We're just gonna have to wait and see for that one though. A first for everyone involved with this franchise is the inclusion of voice acting, and while we'd love to give Nintendo the benefit of the doubt on this one, I personally just don't know how I feel about it just yet. A lot of the time it comes across fairly hit and miss, as such it's sadly one of the weaker points of the entire game. Maybe it's just me needing to get used to this kind of new addition to the whole Zelda experience, and to be fair, it's not all the way through the game, but it just does feel like it sounds out of place at times when it is present in the game.
Final verdict.
Yo, overall, while I have pointed out a couple of minute issues that Breath of the Wild might have here or there, ultimately the game is a great new entry into the Legend of Zelda franchise. For me, this game definitely exceeded my personal expectations for the game, and I would go as far to say it's pretty much near perfect. With some of the issues I did point out, I'm probably just maybe plucking at a few straws to maybe not come across too biased towards this game. Definitely been worth the wait, and for the Legend of Zelda fans out there, definitely be prepared to be blown away. Even the game being a launch title for the Nintendo Switch manages to get so much right at the very start of the console's lifespan that definitely brings renewed hope for Nintendo and their brand new platform. Anyway peeps, let me know your thoughts in the comments below of this epic game. Have you had the chance to play it yet, and did it meet your personal expectations? Do hit the like button if you enjoyed this very quick review of my personal opinion of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out peeps.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.